As we gain experiences, we all build a list of success mantras. This list becomes a guardrail for us as we navigate life. Today, I'm sharing with you my top 7 mantras that I live by. I've created this list based on my life experiences, and my hope is that you can use these mantras to be successful. Before we get started, a quick reminder to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell icon so that you can be notified every time I release a new video. And now, let's dive right in. My first success mantra is to be okay with losing your friends. When you start growing, when you embark on your success journey, some of your friends will not be able to relate to your changed behavior. You'll start losing these friends. My friend circle has evolved over years. For example, when I started working on my health and started intermittent fasting and sleeping early, I was no longer available for late night dinners. I started losing on casual friends who enjoyed late night dinners and couldn't accommodate early dinner get-togethers. It hurt me at first that they couldn't understand my perspective, but I soon understood that the changes that I was making for my success were intimidating for people who were deciding to stay the same. Having understood this aspect of human behavior, I'm now comfortable with losing friends when I make big shifts in my life. My second success mantra is that the cheat code in business and life is being consistent and being persistent. Having a great idea or innovation is not that important. Showing up every day and being persistent is what helps you succeed. Almost every person on this earth has a great idea. How can you act on that idea and be consistent and persistent with it determines your success. I learned this success mantra very early in my life. When I was in my 6th grade, I had this great idea of starting a neighborhood library for kids with a monthly fee of 1 rupee. Yes, I lived in India, so 1 rupee was a big amount at that time when we were growing up. My friends loved this idea and decided to help me by pooling their children's book into the library in lieu of the membership. It was all good for a week. We loved talking about the library. We were going after customers, which were kids in the neighborhood, basically. But soon, I gave up. I got tired of speaking about the library all the time, and we closed the library. But one of our customers, who was one of the kids from the neighborhood, took that library idea and built a business by staying focused and consistent. I learned that while my idea was great, I wasn't successful because I failed to show up. I realized that to be successful, I have to be consistent and persistent. And this brings me to a very special announcement. We will be talking about inspiring action by learning new technologies and shattering self-limiting beliefs in our EVA 2024 virtual summit on May 4th. The early bird registration is now open. The event features live virtual sessions by industry leaders, access to job opportunities and awards, and networking. The first 200 registrants also get 3 months of free LinkedIn Premium access. That's a huge giveaway. The link is in the description. I hope to see you in the summit. And now let's talk about the third success mantra. So my third success mantra is letting go of the spotlight effect. If you are always anxious about what others are thinking about you, you probably have a spotlight effect. The reality is that for almost 90% of the times, no one is really paying attention to you. People are too wrapped up in their own lives, dealing with their own shit, that they have no time to think about you. I used to ruminate over conversations or decisions, worrying about how people might react to my actions or how they might have perceived me in a conversation. Little did I know that I was getting in my own way by worrying about what others would think. Now, when I want to try out a new messaging strategy or a new idea, I focus on my customers and what would resonate with them. I no longer worry about what others would think of me. My fourth success mantra is realizing that critics and doubters are integral to success. Real growth happens when you are authentic, and if you're pleasing everyone, you're really not being authentic. When you take risks, when you're bold and authentic, people will misunderstand you. They will question your ability to deliver on the goals. They'll question your credibility and your intentions. They'll doubt your capability, and that's okay. These critics and doubters are the fuel that you need to keep yourself motivated. When I started writing my book, Fast Track Your Leadership Career, some people in my network doubted my ability to deliver a compelling book. Many actually made fun of me. I was determined to prove my critics and my doubters wrong. So, what I did was I used that determination to work with my publishing company to create an aggressive strategy for a successful book launch. My book became Amazon #1 bestseller within 11 hours of its release. Had it not been for my critics and doubters, I wouldn't have doubled down on the launch strategy and delivered a #1 Amazon bestseller. My fifth success mantra is to stop expecting from others. The biggest cause of unhappiness in our relationships is that we have expectations from them. When we let go of expectations, we open ourselves to the possibility of experiencing relationships authentically. It allows us to appreciate people for who they are, recognizing their individuality, strengths, and flaws. But letting go of expectations does not mean lowering your self-worth or not setting boundaries. Also, don't expect people to do things for you that you won't do yourself. When I started doing intermittent fasting, my friend circle thought I was crazy. They expected me to ditch the idea and join them for late night dinners. My expectation from them was to make adjustments to accommodate my new routine, my new lifestyle. And these expectations led to a lot of unhappiness and hurt feelings. My friend circle evolved because when you embark on big shifts in life, you lose people. But I think I could have minimized the hurt by not having those expectations. My sixth success mantra is no means not yet. I'm a very poor loser. I don't like to take no as an answer. And it used to bother me a lot when I didn't get a yes answer from people. I looked at no as a door closed forever. I would not go back to people who had previously said no to me with any new business proposals. It was a mindset shift for me when I realized that no doesn't mean never. It just means not yet. No often opens doors for new dialogues, new opportunities. And now when someone says no to me, I try to understand the reason behind that no. Is it that the person does not like my product or services? Is it because the timing isn't perfect, or is it because they don't have budget? I remember I once pitched my speaking services to a Fortune 100 company. The event leader sent a no email to me. I thanked her for her response and asked her the reason for the no. She replied that they weren't sure how they could show tangible impact of my session to the leadership to get the budget. This gave me an opportunity to understand their goals and to personalize the ROI of my keynote to them. Next year, that same event leader reached out to me with a large contract that included a keynote, a fireside chat, and also my book as a giveaway for their session. That one no opened doors of bigger opportunities with that client for me. My seventh and probably the most important success mantra is that it's lonely at the top. The joy is not in being on the top, but in the journey itself. Over years, I've had various promotions, fatter paychecks, and many awards. I have defined my top and reached there only to realize that there is nothing glamorous about being on the top. In fact, the stress of falling from the top is so high that you need to build strong, resilient strategies to manage that stress. The glamour associated with reaching the top is overshadowed by the sacrifices that we need to make to get there. When I had this realization, I reevaluated my priorities and redefined my success such that the journey itself gives me the happiness that I need. So those were my 7 success mantras. Which of these resonated the most with you? Please let me know in the comments. And for more insights like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell icon so that you can be notified every time I release a new video. Have a successful week. Bye-bye.